Hola a todos desde Oaxaca. So today we're going to bring you guys along for a day of our life here in Oaxaca, Mexico. It's going to look a little bit different this morning because Sergio and Jay are still currently in Puebla helping Fidel and Candace with their home build. And we miss them. They've been gone for about 2 weeks now. They'll be home this weekend, so we're super excited for that, but glad that they're able to go and help Candace and Fidel. Ray is currently at our neighbor's house. His cousins, we went to the tienda this morning, and he wanted to stay and play with his cousins, so he is at their house. Lily's at school, so this morning it's just Keke and I. And then Kiki's going to be going up to the ranch because he's got some stuff to water up there. And then I'm going to show you guys what I'm making for dinner today. Hola, hola a todos, buenos días. Hoy vamos a enseñar a ustedes un poquito de nuestra día, pero hoy es un poquito diferente porque Sergio y Jay todavía están en Puebla con Candace y Fidel, pero ellos van a regresar este fin de semana. Y Lily se fue a la escuela. Ray está con sus primos en la tienda porque nosotros fue temprano a la tienda, pero él quería quedar a jugar con ellas. Y Kiki va a ir al rancho porque él tenía unas cosas que hacer en el rancho y yo voy a enseñarles qué yo voy a hacer hoy para la comida. Pero primero vamos a tomar un poquito de café con unas mantecadas. And so first, before we get everything started, we're going to drink coffee with our muffins. And so tonight for dinner we're having beans. Y hoy para la comida voy a hacer frijoles. Y ahorita nada más estoy quitando todas las piedras y basura que están en las frijoles. And so when you get beans, always go through and make sure that there's no rocks or any trash in the beans. And then I also have water heating on the stove as well. And I'm going to soak my beans for a little bit before I cook them. Kiki, how do you say soak? Remojar? Yeah. Y también tengo un poquito de agua calentando porque voy a remojar mis frijoles un poquito antes de yo cocinar los frijoles. And so here are my beans. Y aquí están los frijoles. Y yo ya quito toda la basura y las piedras. And so I asked Kiki to cut up some leña, so this is the leña that he cut up for me. I'm going to use this to cook my beans. Now he's heading up to the ranch because he's going to start watering his, I think he said alfalfa and trees. Y aquí está mi leña y Kiki va a ir al rancho porque él tiene que regar la alfalfa y también unos árboles. Pero yo voy a cocinar mis frijoles hoy con leña. And so here I have my beans soaking in hot water, and I'm going to let them soak for about an hour. Y aquí tengo mis frijoles en agua caliente y voy a dejar mis frijoles por una hora. And I think the neighbors are bringing Ray back because I hear his little car and him laughing. And so there's Ray. He went and hung out with his cousins for a little bit this morning. And Ray just came to leave his car and then he's off with his cousins again. Y ahora ya regresó Ray y vamos a ir un ratito al rancho to see what Kiki's doing. So now that Ray came back, we're going to go see what Kiki's doing in the rancho. So we just got here to the ranch and there's Kiki watering some of the plants. And then they're starting the galera or the bodega for my niece's, to store my niece's material for her house. And so here Kiki is watering the beans. Y aquí está Kiki regando los frijoles. Ray trying to pick the beans and play in the water and throw rocks. And then aquí va a ser la casa de mi sobrina. Pero primero ellos van a hacer una bodega para poner todo el material. And this is Ray's favorite thing to do. Y esto es que Rey le gusta hacer más, es jugar en el agua y lodo. And so here are some of the roses that are currently open, are blooming. We have like a purplish, pinkish, a white, red. Over there we have some yellow, orange. We just cut some yesterday and I'm surprised we already have so many today. And so Keke just finished watering the beans and now he's gonna go check the alfalfa and we're gonna take you guys up there as well. We're just a little slow because Ray, but we'll get there eventually. Y Keke ya terminó a regar los frijoles y ahora vamos a ver la alfalfa. Y aquí puedes ver el frijol y la milpa. And so right here he's watering the trees. Y aquí está Keke regando los árboles. And so here Keke is watering his alfalfa. And usually they put a sprinkler up, but since Sergio's not here, he's just watering it by the rows. Y aquí está Rey y Keke regando la alfalfa. And so before it gets much hotter, we're going to go ahead and walk the rest of the way up the hill and see the progress that they made on my sister-in-law's house. Y ahora vamos a caminar aquí arriba para ver la casa de mi cuñada. Pero primero Rey quieren ir a ver los pescados. First Rey wants to see the fish or throw rocks into the tanque. Y ya llegamos aquí, donde va a ser la casa de mi cuñada. And so here they've gotten a little bit added to where they're going to be doing my sister-in-law's house. Aquí es donde va a ser la casa de mi cuñada. Y aquí tiene un poquito más del material para la casa. And so since Sergio hasn't been here, I haven't been able to come up, but I wanted to come up today to check on everything and to show you guys an update and also take a video for my cuñada. And so that was just a small little update on what they've been working on here at my sister-in-law's house. When Sergio comes back, we'll be doing more and we'll show you guys that process or the progress on that as well. Y eso fue un pequeño update en la casa de mi cuñada. Y cuando regrese Sergio voy a enseñarles más. Y ahora vamos a regresar aquí abajo en el rancho de nosotros con Keke. Entonces ahí está el tanque. Y ahí está Keke abajo con su toro. Y está Rey. He needed a descanso and to play in the tierra. He wanted a little break to play in the dirt. But now we're going to keep walking because he's probably going to go play in the water again. Or maybe take his shoes off. So now we're headed back down with Keke. And then after that we're going to get right ahead to the house because it's starting to get hot. And I just wanted to come up and see everything before it got too hot. Y ahora vamos a ir con Keke un ratito y después vamos a regresar a la casa antes que hace más calor. Allá está Keke con su toro or becerro, right, Keke? And so now we're going to head back to the house so we can make our beans. Y ahora vamos a ir a la casa para hacer los frijoles. You say hi? Okay, so we are back at the house and I'm going to go ahead and make my beans. I got my fire started. I went ahead and peeled some garlic to put in my beans, and then we're also going to chop up an onion, and I'm going to look around to see if I have any epazote. So it's kind of hard to see, but here is my epazote. I have cleaned it at the house, and I just watered it a little bit. Okay, I know my pan is a little bit beat up. I started using this one over the fire because the pan I usually cook my beans in broke, and so I'm using this one for now. However, right now I'm boiling a whole head of garlic. I chopped up a half of a small onion to put in here, and I also have epazote and a spoonful of salt. Y aquí voy a hervir epazote, una cabeza de ajo y medio cebolla. Y la cebolla es chiquita. Y también una cuchara de sal. And so now I'm just going to let that boil, and when that boils, I'm going to go ahead and add my beans. Ahora voy a dejar esto hervir, y cuando ya está hirviendo, voy a agregar mis frijoles. And so now I'm just adding my beans. Okay, so I actually changed to a bigger pan because I wanted to add just a little bit more water to my beans. So we're just going to cover this and let it boil for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And Lily went down to buy tortillas because our tortillera was coming. Ya se fue Lily a comprar las tortillas. So a kilo of tortillas here is 23 pesos. Y un kilo de tortillas aquí es 23 pesos. And so my beans are now done after 2 hours. Y ya después 2 horas ya están listos mis frijoles. But I'm also going to mash these and fry these because that's one of our favorite ways to eat them. I'll show you guys how I do that as well. Y ahora vamos a hacer frijoles fritos. Y voy a enseñarles cómo yo hago eso también. Y ahora vamos a hacer mi salsa. Y voy a hacer salsa de mil tomate. Y esta salsa es medio kilo de mil tomate. Voy a ocupar casi medio cabeza de ajo y creo que 6 chiles de árboles. Y puedes hacer esta a su gusto porque nosotros no comen cosas muy picosas. So right now I'm going to show you guys how I make my salsa, and this is called salsa de mil tomate. And you can add more chiles if you would like. We don't eat spicy food. We just like the flavor of the salsa. So we're going to use medio kilo, about a pound of mil tomate or the green tomato. We're going to toast, I think I have 6 chile de árbol. So you're going to actually toast this. So I have it toasting on my comal right now. And I'm going to also add about a half a head of garlic. And so you can either toast the mil tomate on a comal, or, guys, sorry, they're playing the tuba. And you can toast the garlic as well, or you can boil it. So I'm actually toasting the chile, and I'm going to boil the tomato and the garlic. Y voy a hervir mi mil tomate y mi ajo y tostar mi chile. Ahora ya tengo mi mil tomate y voy a lavar esto primero y voy a quitar unos pedacitos que no están muy bien. And so now I'm going to wash my mil tomate and cut off some of the parts that aren't good. And then we're going to add garlic to this and put it over the fire to boil. And so these are the chiles that I already toasted. And I'm only using 5 because these ones are really, really spicy. Aquí están los chiles que yo ya tosté. Y voy a ocupar 5 porque esos sí son muy picosos. And so now I'm going to go ahead and put the tomatoes and the garlic with water over a fire to boil. Y ahora voy a poner esta a cocinar. And so for dinner tonight, we're going to have agua de avena, and we're also going to use these lime leaves here to flavor our water. Y ahora para la comida voy a hacer una agua de avena con estas hojas de limón y avena. And so here from our tree, we're going to get about 20 leaves. And so here I have my lime leaves, and I'm going to go ahead and wash these. Y aquí tengo mis hojas de limón y ahora voy a lavarlos. And so here I have about a cup of avena, and I'm going to go ahead and add my lime leaves and a little bit of water and blend this. Y aquí tengo mi avena, tengo como una taza de avena y las hojas de limón. Y voy a agregar un poquito de agua. And so I already blended this and strained it into my pitcher. And now to this, I'm going to add a little bit of water, blend it again, and strain it back into my pitcher again. Y voy a agregar otro poquito de agua a esto y voy a colar otra vez en mi jarra. And so here is my finished agua de avena with hojas de limón. And you can just add as much sugar as you would like to this. And we're also going to put some ice. Y aquí está mi agua de avena con hojas de limón. Y puedes agregar azúcar a tu gusto y también hielo. Okay, so now our agua de avena is ready, and we're going to go ahead and mash our beans for our refried beans. Y ahora ya está listo mi agua fresca. Y ahora voy a hacer mis frijoles fritos. And so I already mashed my beans, and I leave the liquid in it because we're going to eat this a couple times, and as we boil it, it'll thicken up a little bit each time. But before I add the beans back to the pan to heat up, I'm going to fry a little bit of cebolla. Y primero voy a freír un poquito de cebolla. Okay, so for my salsa, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to blend my chiles and my garlic with a little bit of water from where I boiled the garlic and the tomatoes. And so here I have my chiles and my garlic blended, and I'm going to go ahead and add the tomato and salt. Y aquí tengo mis chiles y mi ajo, y ahora voy a agregar mis tomates y sal. And here is our finished salsa. Y también voy a hacer unos huevos fritos. And so I'm also going to make some fried eggs. So here I have one egg that I already added salt to and I already mixed up. And I already have a pan heating up on the stove with oil. And I'm going to go ahead and add this to my pan. And so I forgot to show you guys when I added the egg to the pan. And so I just dumped the egg in just like that. And then flip it when it's ready. And so it's going to be like a golden brown color on top. And so you guys can see this is what I do. And then I just wait until it all looks like this. And so here's our dinner. We have eggs, our salsa, and then we have tostadas and tortillas. And then here is our agua de avena. And here is my plate.